Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I welcome you all in OPEP International Informal Meeting. Okay, today Mr. Hussein from Global Bus Foundation, Morocco, is our guest participant over here. And as OPEP members already know that we are running three programs, online programs. One program is Global Teachers Inspiring Classroom Stories, which is a joint program with the Global Trainers Academy Indonesia. And we have another two programs. One is OPEP Scholar Forum, okay? And third is OPEP Leadership Forum. So we requested Global Bus Foundation that we want to merge this program, Global Leadership Forum program. Happily, we want to join this program with his prestigious organization. So to make this program more effective, more strengthened, because the main objective of the program is to invite different motivational speakers, leaders across the globe. Okay, so they will share their experiences along with us to how they did their role as a leader in their classroom, and even not only from education sector, even from company CEOs, administration, directors, whatever it is, we can invite different, like from corporate sector also, because leadership, even from politicians also, because leadership is a quality, and we will invite different people in this platform, and then our participants will be more enlightened with the words and with the different experiences. So in this perspective, we invited we special request to Mr. Hussein to join this session and share a few words about his organization and what is, because I know personally I check their profile, but I want to share. I want to ask about the program. Please, would you like to say something about your organization, Mr. Hussein?
Yeah, sure, Mr. Malik, it's my pleasure. So Global Bus Foundation is a youth organization that aims to equip young people with the 21st century skills to be global citizens and also to create positive changes in their communities. So Global Bus Foundation offers very interesting programs. Some of them like leadership program. The leadership program main purpose is to inspire young people, okay, to be or to have a sense of self-confidence and to regain their confidence and hope. So what do? We offer workshops on different topics related to leadership for youth, especially for young people belonging to poor families. It is one of the programs. The second program that we offer is for teachers or those who are interested in teaching. So there is a partnership between Global Bus Foundation and another school in Finland. So they go there for 1 week or 2 weeks. It depends on the choice. Do you want to train for 1 or 2 weeks? It's a teaching program. And after that, they get certificate that will help them to get access to the job market, especially if they want to teach. We also organize competitions. Here, what do we mean by competitions? For example, we organize an event named Students Got Talent, because as you know, the world today, especially in schools, schools face a lot of problems that we call exactly school violence. So we as Global Bus Foundation, we try to do something to take the initiative to reduce violence in schools. So we observed that students, public school students, get rid of, just the teacher and the student and the teacher, So they get fed up with that, which makes them create problems and troubles in schools. So we come up with an idea, with a project that is named Inspire. And one of the activities of this project is Students Got Talent. So we encourage students to show their talents and we give them a space to have fun. So it's a competition of different talents. There are singing, poetry, public speaking, break dancing, drama, stand-up comedy. So they compete between each other and they have fun and they exchange ideas, etc. So what we learned from this program is that those students who have got talents and those students who qualify to the final show of Students Got Talent context, the majority of those learners were not good at their studies, but they were excellent at their talents. So now we regain hope. We give them a chance that if you are not good at studies, your talent will help you to get access to the job market. Your talent will make others, especially your parents and people around you, feel proud of you. So
Okay.
thanks to the Students Got Talent, now the rate of school violence is getting down.
Mr. Hussain, I have one question.
Yeah,
Sorry, we will do question answer from the participants also because it's informal meeting, so we will
yeah.
enjoy this session. I have one question that first of all, like you said that you started this program to reduce violence in school. My question is, your target community is public school or private sector, okay, number first, like government school or private sector, number one. Secondly, like in I think it's an international law and it's implemented by almost all the majority of the countries. Even in Pakistan also, we have the same law now that violence and punishment in the schools are totally forbidden for the teachers. Okay, especially in Saudi Arabia, Ministry of Education, even in private school, like I was part of the education sector of the private, because here in Saudi Arabia, majority of the schools are international schools. Okay, so Ministry of Education is involved. For example, if any teacher punish any students, okay, and the parents will not complain to the principal, the parents is directly going to the Ministry of Education, okay, and Ministry of Education will take action against that teacher. So here in Saudi Arabia, like the system about the punishment is very strong. We welcome you. One another guest is with us. Who is with us? Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
अस्सलामुअलैकुम इमरान साहब तमाम दोस्तों को
Walaikum assalam. Malik Mohsen, how are you, sir?
फाइन
वालेकुम
सर
सलाम।
कैसे हैं सर आप ठीक ठाक हैं मेरा नाम
Alhamdulillah. Malik Mohsen, we have a guest speaker from Morocco, Mr. Hussain. He is our guest speaker today in this session, and he is a co-founder of Global Bus Teacher Trainer Foundation. OPEP and Global Teacher Foundation is jointly planning some program. So we invited him. He is our guest presenter. So I think we will give chance again to him, and during the his presentation also, or his discussion also, you can ask question also. Malik Mohsen, if you want to introduce yourself.
श्योर सर इंशाल्लाह प्लीज कंटिन्यू प्रोसीड
Yeah, Mr. Hussain, you can continue, please.
Yeah. So they told you about that problem that every single school faces violence. So school bus solution, we come up with violence. Made a research on reasons pushing students to create troubles in classrooms. And one of the reasons is that students said they don't have space to have fun. They don't have fun activities in the classrooms. They feel bored. And
Mr.
once
Hussain, I asked two questions. Would you like to answer this so it will easy for us to understand?
yeah,
I asked two questions. My first question was that your this program is your target community is private schools or public or government school, and secondly, how you are implementing this program in the school. If it is for private school, you are doing workshops on the weekly basis, or you just give some programs to the schools and they are implementing. What is the program about?
yeah, good. So this program is mainly for middle and high schools, public schools, not private schools. Middle and high schools, not
Okay.
primary,
Okay.
because in Morocco, violence, I mean school violence, is mainly in the middle schools and high schools. When we say middle, it's between 13 to 14 years old. Okay, and high school from 15 to 19, 18 years old.
Hmm.
And for the public schools, not the private,
Yes.
because private schools, they have their own management, I mean, to manage school violence. But for public schools, because of large classes, mixed levels, we have these kind of problems. The second question is how. It's a good question. So it's a project first. Before it's a program, it's a project. And this project is made up of different activities. And these activities' major purpose is to reduce violence. How? Number one, we start with offering, facilitating workshops on certain topics like conflict resolution, the importance of communication, believing in differences, and peace building. These topics, we implement them, we offer them for both middle and high school students, both in Arabic and in English. For example, when we talk about conflict resolutions, we help students, we give them the skills, the tools of how to solve problems. We start from their house, from their family. There is a problem between the father and the mother, between the child and the father. Then we move to the street, between neighbors. Then we move to the school, between the teacher and the students. And here we told them that this is life. Life is full of challenges, but the most important thing is how to solve the problem and not to talk about the problem. So we give them the skills and the tools of solving these problems, okay? And they start to believe in that, to believe that conflict is not all the time something negative, but sometimes it's positive because it will lead to resolutions. Number two, how to reduce the rate of school violence. We organize educational visits. We take students with us to some special places, special institutions like organizations, non-governmental organizations, and there they exchange ideas with the members of those organizations, okay, and they receive or they get presentations, and then they know that they don't have just to study in school, but they have to go outside the school to have some curriculum activities. This is number two. Number three, we organize fun activities to break the routine of the school. All the time, study, study, study. Now there is a space for them to have fun, like a competition in public speaking, competition in spell and bee, competition in singing, competition in drawing. And these things help them to feel at ease, to feel relaxed, and help them to avoid creating troubles in schools.
I think Salman Niazi wants to ask something. Yes, Salman Niazi.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Yes, it is very good discussion and very good session, very informative session. I want to introduce one thing that nowadays with the advancement of science and technology, actually the facilitators and educators, they are focusing on the classroom engagement. Classroom engagement is very important. It is very important for the teachers to involve students in the classroom and assign them different activities and involve them in different presentations and different, you can say, tasks and assignments. The engagement is a very important thing, classroom engagement.
Yes, yes, you are right. I strongly agree with you because a good teacher is a person who knows how to engage his and her students by designing different activities, different materials, etc. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Malik Mohsen, you want to ask something?
Thank you so much, sir. Such a nice, informative session. I want to ask one question: how to create interest in our student during the class? If you find student are non-serious and are not attentive to your class, are not listening you, how can a teacher can engage them and create an interest in our subject, like a mathematics, such a boring subject considered in the overall subject in a Pakistan. A teacher how can create interest our in front of student in our class.
Okay, that's an interesting question. So, one of the things that teachers should bear in mind when teaching their young learners is not to be monotonous, not to teach the same way every single class. A good teacher is a person who is good at designing lesson plans. So, if you
Yes,
are teaching this,
lesson planning is very important. Yes.
yeah, it's really so important. Number two, when you are teaching, try to teach with your heart because learners know very well if you are teaching for their benefits or you are teaching and waiting at the end of the month to get your salary, which means that there should be a space, time for every single class to share with them inspiring stories. You don't have to teach 1 hour a class all the time, but take 5 or 7 minutes and share an experience with them. That story will motivate them and they will love your way of teaching, which means that sometimes you should be different, you should be unique, you should be different from the crowd. Not all the time teaching, but sharing successful stories that will inspire them to learn. Number three is the variety and flexibility. Variety of materials, flexibility of the ways of teaching. Don't all the time teaching the same way, the same instructions, the same materials, but try to have a variety. Use realia, use technology in the classroom. Today, we are teaching students, and those students belong to the generation of internet, which means it's a must. It's a must to include technology in our classes, not just the board or the whiteboard, students and teacher. But why not the phones, the smartphones? Many teachers forbid the use of smartphones in classes. Sometimes smartphones have educational purposes. There are many apps that will help students to learn English. There are many games in which students can use their phones in class and they work.
Yes, I totally agree with you and agree with this point that the use of technology is very important. I was the part of even in I don't have do not have idea in Pakistan because I'm since long time I'm in Saudi Arabia. My Pakistani friends will comment on it. But in about the Saudi Arabia here, the use of technology is very you can say it's a mandatory over here. Like we have like tablets and we have a smart board in each classroom. Okay, and even the students are using their mobile, especially in senior grades. They are allowed to use mobile phone also. Once I was teaching in one like grade 12 students. Okay, so many students like they were participating, and one students were very active. So he was answering very quickly, and others boys little bit feel uncomfortable. So later on, one another his another friend said, "Sir, he's answering from his mobile." So that
Oh,
that
yeah.
and that
Yeah,
time
yeah.
it was a very very interesting situation. And all the boys said, "Sir,
Okay.
this is not fair because this
Yes,
is answering from the mobile," and we find it. I said to him, and I explained to the student, that okay, from where he is answering, this is not a big problem. The knowledge means to know about.
Dr. Google is answering the question. Dr. Google.
Knowledge means, the word knowledge means to know about something.
Very good.
So to know about something, either he is learning from the teacher, from his elder brother, from his friend, or from the Google. So why we are putting ourselves in the stone ages, that no, this is not allowed technology. And even I personally in favor of the guest paper, and what you can say in Pakistan it is called what it's called, the additional material, notes and special,
Yes.
what it's called, ma'am, Salma, that special books which the students are using.
Notes.
Yeah, notes and guest books are
Key
that.
books.
Yeah, key books you can say.
Key
So
books.
yeah,
The books. Key books.
yes,
Yes,
key book
books. Yes.
as well. Yes, along with the textbook, it's available in the market because it is written by the professor and everything. But when
Yes.
we observed in
Yes.
the schools, it was very like all the boys are sometimes it was considered that no, he is using this like no, you should only textbook use like this. So I think we should like yesterday Roy Anderson explained very well that we need to little bit mature, and the old system of education like 100 years before schooling, unfortunately we are following the same old procedure. So we have to mature enough ourselves, and then we should need little bit to revise ourselves. Okay.
Yes, I totally agree.
So my another question from
Yes.
you, Mr. Hussain, that you started this program
As
Inspire.
we say, advanced and everything is available. In India, we have to pre-plan well. Nowadays, teachers are in difficulty because students they learned everything from the Google from and for the teachers, the students in everything. So really,
Yes, they do. But if a teacher prepare their subjects, so I think it is helpful, because when you are explaining something in short time, you can explain so many things. If the boys are, if your students are already equipped with the knowledge, so it's and like in one area it is little bit hard for the lazy teachers, because they are, if they are not prepared, the student will cross question and it will be uncomfortable situation. But the beneficial aspect of this situation is this:
yes,
yes, if you are
it is
teaching,
said that if you planning,
yeah, if you are teaching with the heart,
yes,
like as Hussein said, so for that teacher, if the students are well equipped, it will be more comfortable situation, because you will explain the topic well, and you will get response from your students when you are sharing your ideas with them. So it will be, the classroom will be engaged, and you will enjoy your session very well.
Yes.
yes, learning will become an enjoyment and fun.
Yes, yes, yes.
The use of technology in the classroom today, it's very essential. Personally, with my classes, especially young learners, I opt for a very interesting activity that students need to use their phones. So I put them in groups of 4. So we have 4 groups, which means that we have 20 students in the classroom. So we have 4 groups. Each group consists of 4 members. Then they need to have only one smartphone. And we play a game that is named Kahoot. The spelling is Kaoot. They will work together. They will see on the screen of the TV the answers 4 answers. There is a question and 4 answers, A, B, C, D, with different colors, red, green, blue, yellow. And directly on their mobile phones, they are connected with the TV. And they have to click quickly on the right answer. This game really engages and motivates students. And once they finished, I said, now it's the end of the class. They don't want to go. They want to start working and playing that game. And that game is based on vocabulary, grammar, communication, etc. So here, sometimes we have to know how to use technology in a very appropriate way in classrooms.
Yeah, that's very important. The use of technology is it's also a fun, because majority of the student of the teacher, even they don't know. So I think regular training from the administration is very important. I observed that, for example, smart board, using of smart board is also a technique. And nowadays, I don't know, in Pakistan, maybe only elite schools can follow this, but in Saudi Arabia, majority of the schools, we do not follow any books and other things. Because majority of the schools are actually online access, because the students having tablets with them. Okay, everything is online. Just they have to log in their password, and then they will access. They will open their textbook. Their everything is online. So I hope, inshallah, in Pakistan and in other countries also, this technology will be soon, inshallah, the part of our education system. And we are, OPEP as an organization, is working on this domain also.
Yeah, good.
Okay, what is the Inspire program is like? We want to know about what I understand from your discussions, that you are mainly focused on the public sector, like in government sector, because in private sector they are following their own strategy, but in public sector you are following, I think. So is it you take any permission, or you discuss with the government officials, or you can go directly with the school principal and you set some schedule with him?
Yeah, so number one, we focus on the public sector, because public sector faces a lot of challenges. As I told you, the private sector, they have got their own strategies, okay, and they are really successful because of a number of reasons. So we focus more on the public sector, and we set up partnerships with the Ministry of Education. For example, in every region in Morocco, there is an Academy of Education. So we set up a partnership with the Academy or the Directorate of Education that will allow us as Global Bus Foundation to get access to all Moroccan public schools.
Mashallah.
Whenever we want. So this is very important. We need to get the permission. And if you want to get the permission, you should be an official association, an official organization. Yeah. Then we start our program. Last year we worked on Yes Peace Project. Yes Peace Project. This year we are working on Inspire Project.
Mashallah.
It's mainly for young people, especially those who are in need, those who cannot pay money to get access to language centers to improve their English, for example. Okay, so the main objective is to target that population, that youth who are really belonging to families of modest means.
Okay, you mean to say that you are working across like the whole country, like in every city you are working on this program?
At first, we are still focusing on, it depends. The Inspire project, it's mainly on one region. It's a Rabat, Salih, Kenitra region. But other programs are national, all over Morocco. For example, last August, we organized an activity. It's a dialogue. We named it National Dialogue on Youth and Leadership to Promote Peace. So we invited guest speakers from UK, from Canada, from Libya, and Morocco. And the attendants, all of them were young people to learn how to solve problems, how to spread peace everywhere. So this program was national. Participation from all over Morocco. Another program that I told you before, it's like a fun activity called Students Got Talent. It's also national. All Moroccan students, if they have got a talent in English, they can come and compete, and then they will qualify to the final show. Then there are gifts. And the topics that they have to present about their talents should be on certain topics like peace building, global citizenship, 21st century skills, and creativity. These are the topics that they have to show in front of the public. For example, if they want to sing a song, the song should be on these topics: global citizenship, peace, etc. If they want to have a drama, stand-up comedy, public speaking, poetry, drawing, they should be on these topics. Which means we are not only having fun, but also are educating. We are teaching them the global moral values.
Mr. Hussain, really, we are very impressed from mashallah what you did in your country, and definitely we will enjoy your experience, inshallah. I will discuss with my board of directors, with all my presidential meeting. I will raise this point, because before I was thinking that only we can join with you only the scholarship, the leadership program. Inshallah, that will be easily approved by our president. But now idea came in my mind that why not we should be also start inspire program in Pakistan, okay? Like our government sector and public sector, especially in private sector, we have 2-3 category school. Like elite schools, they already having sufficient facilities over there. But the second category and third category, like the normal street schools, okay, they need so many like refresher program, so many good activities over there. So we can target that community also, and especially in government sector also we can do, because our new government is very conscious about the new technology, new improvement, and whatever the idea is in the best interest of our people, they will easily, our government easily support that idea. So inshallah, I will discuss with my team. So maybe inshallah in Pakistan we can invite you and your team, okay, as our collaborator partner, and we can start with your guidance the Inspire program. We will submit proposal to government of Pakistan, inshallah, and then we will do something tangible.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure to cooperate with you.
Yeah, because it's now we are living in the global village. We can share so many good ideas. Even from Pakistan, we can send a delegation to Morocco, and inshallah they will learn about them. And from Pakistan, from Morocco, they can, because alhamdulillah in Pakistan also we have best brains with us. Alhamdulillah, we have best scientists, best teacher, best academic planners. So the Morocco teachers can also enjoy their experiences. Alhamdulillah, we have so many people, and inshallah in our online session you will get to know, like here we have Salma Niazi, mashallah. She is working on, I think, a research topic. Salma Niazi, would you like to say something about your
methodology book,
about your program?
I am writing a textbook on research methodology, because I have read many books of research methodology, and all these books are, you can say, very thick and in detail, full of detailed discussion. And nowadays, because the students they are in hurry, all learners, so I was thinking about that, and as well as I am also an MPhil scholar, so that is why I collected all difficult terminologies related to research methodology, and I collected them in a concise book of research. The title of my book is Easy to Understand Research Methodology. So I collected all difficult terminologies. For example, what is an action research? What is basic research? What is qualitative, quantitative research? What is a variable? And with easy to understand examples, I defined all these terms, and the book is based on 7 chapters. And I and I have written 2 chapters on it. It is, I can say, great pleasure for me if I'll try my best to give benefit to others as well. This is very important. When students they inspire, then they start learning. So inspiration is very important thing.
Yeah, thank you, and Salman Niazi. As I said that Alhamdulillah, we have very fertile brand in Pakistan.
And
Like Salman
I
Niazi,
would like that.
Salma Niazi is working on research methodology. Like she is itself a
Wonderful.
research scholar, but she is like, because she feel that our students, especially our research students, are feeling some facing some difficulties. So the idea came in her mind that why not she should work on the easy approach, easy access, how to write the research paper, how to write your thesis, how to write your dissertation, how to submit proposal, how to submit your thesis to other institutions, universities abroad for the scholarship. So these are all the areas she is working on it, and inshallah we will help her in this domain also, and we will take some ideas from global bus foundation also, because we are now alhamdulillah on one page, and we will share our experiences to strengthen our cause.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really good. I like the idea of her of way. Okay, is it's trying to answer the question how. Okay, because you know in most developing educational system they provide us only with the what, not the how. So it's a good idea, okay, to try to find how to help young people. Um, there are really three different questions. Three different questions. There is a question that starts with the what, another question starts with the how, and the third question starts with the why, which means that if we ask every single person in the world, starting with the question what, all of them will answer, what do you do? I am a teacher. What do you eat? I eat pizza. So all of them, they know this question. Then we have few people can answer the question how. How do you teach? Some they know, others they don't know. How do you do? Some they know, others they don't know. But very few people who can answer the question why. Why do you teach English? Why exactly? Is it for money or for helping humanity? Because the question why stands for the vision, your long-term objectives. So if we want to be great leaders, if we want to inspire others, we have to start with the question why. Why? Because why stands for our values. And this is the most important thing that we don't teach our students. We teach them only the what, but not the how and the why.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I think we are near to conclusion, but if anybody want to say something, you can ask. So I think that's all for today. And thanks once again, Mr. Hussein, for joining us, and you enlightened us. And Alhamdulillah, we learned so many new things from your discussion. And inshallah, I think such type of forums and such type of discussion will continue. Okay, time to time we will share, because almost we are on chat, but inshallah I will try to take some of my like-minded, because alhamdulillah we have different people and so many people. Not all our members are related to this leadership session, but we will choose, we will select some of our members, some of our friends from our platform, and inshallah we will take on board, and we will organize things, and we will move inshallah according to which is beneficial for all of us. Thank you very much. I welcome you, and I'm thankful to all of the participants who gave their precious time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mac, for the invitation. Thank you, other participants. So sharing.
Come Pakistan.
Thank you. Sorry?
To you. I invite to you. You come Pakistan and meet with me.
Yeah.
It's my beautiful Pakistan, very nice country.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, inshallah, definitely Mr. Hussein will inshallah come to Pakistan, and Zishanullah Bidin will help us in government sector. he is already.
Thank you, our brother.
You please come at Pakistan.
Inshallah, inshallah. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hussein. Thank you.
You are also most welcome. Once coming to Morocco, it's your second family.
Inshallah, we will plan visit also to Morocco, inshallah. So it will be helpful to delegation exchange, inshallah. Some of our members we will announce, and we will go. Yes.
I am saying about sir, you speak in Urdu. Do you like Urdu language?
Yeah, I know Urdu. I know it, but I don't speak it. But I like it. Yeah.
Okay. What is the language of Morocco, sir? What is the language of Morocco? National language.
Sorry?
What is the national language of Morocco?
In Morocco?
Yes.
We have two. We have two national languages. We have Darija. It's a kind of informal Arabic language, and we have Berber. So we have two national languages, Berber and Darija.
Oh, and what about English? English is also speakable.
Yeah, English and French. French is the first language, and English is a foreign language.
Oh,
Arabic is the mother tongue language.
Like in Saudi Arabia, we have Arabic is the first language and English is the second language. In Pakistan, in Pakistan, Urdu is the first language, but unfortunately, we are trying to make it English as the first language.
Yeah. Even in Morocco, Arabic is the mother tongue language, but we speak Darija. Number two, most Moroccans speak French, then English.
Ah. Yeah, French is also very common in Saudi Arabia, and especially in Middle East. Like majority of our Middle East friends, okay, they are the OPEP members, and most probably, inshallah, next week we have a session. Sabiha Saif. She said that I would like to speak French also, because she is very expert in the French language.
Yeah.
So in Middle East they prefer French language also.
Yeah, it's a good language.
It's a good language. So thank you very much, because it's Sunday. Maybe some of our friends will having some personal commitment also, family time also. So I really thankful and grateful to all the participants who joined this session and enlightened. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
No,